Mostert on the pole from McLaughlin. It's great to be back in South Australia at the Bend with Supercars. The Repco Supersprint gets underway and a beautiful start by McLaughlin. He's done it again. Pops the clutch and converts beautifully, but watch as they duck and dive and try and find space on the run down to one with cold tyres. Mostert has been swamped. It's Whincup to second. Van Gisbergen on the outside. Mostert might hold on to third. Coulthard's having a peep as well.
Gee, that was a nice start by McLaughlin. He absolutely, as soon as he hit it, it had no wheel spin. He drove away, and as good as I've seen, that was so beautifully executed. As we pick up now at turn 5, on the inside, do they contact? I reckon they got around there properly. It was okay. That was very, very tight, with Shane Van Gisbergen down the inside of Mostert. So Mostert goes from position 1 to 4.
And with the tyres pressured down at the moment, you can be very careful on those curbs and in a couple of the spots where you drop off the edge of them around here until they pressure up. And McLaughlin might have to cover, and he does. He moves it to the right, and Whincup goes down the inside. This is going to be tight. They force the issue. There's contact. They're both off the road. So McLaughlin and Whincup have made contact, and that will reveal Van Gisbergen in the lead, and McLaughlin's now in the midfield or beyond. That's a game changer in the championship.
A last-minute dive. He's up. Well, he's up far enough. Did he have total control of it? Was he making the apex? That's the question.
You from on board McLaughlin, who moved it to the right and then moved back to the racing line, and that opened up the gap. And then there's contact. Looked like he was going to spin, but he gathered it up. Here's the other view from Shane Van Gisbergen's car. Watch Jamie. And Jamie had it locked up also on the rears, which will also make the story more confusing to unravel when you're the driving standards advisor. McLaughlin moves to the right. Whincup dives, but right at the critical moment, Whincup's got the rear brakes locked. They have hip and shoulder contact. Off they both go. They are racing for sheep stations out there.
Was the rear brakes,
all teams,
for instance, locked?
15-second time penalty to car 88 for driving infringement.
There's the call from Motorsport Australia Race Control, plus 15 seconds, Jamie Whincup. So the call's been made by the stewards and the driving standards advisor, and there are so many people running wide.
Time penalty. Line forward. Keep going.
LeBrock, Whincup, Holdsworth, McLaughlin and Pither pitting.
I'll just be doing 2 rears here.
You have to go around the Red Bull guys here, mate. Around the Red Bull guys here. Hey, mate. Keep coming. Down, mate. Yeah, keep coming.
Remember, there's a hold penalty for Whincup.
Go.
The reason why they put that penalty on is so they can reverse those positions.
3, 2, go.
So he's showing 20 seconds as a stop, knowing 15 is a penalty, which means it's a 5-second stop. Not sure what they did in terms of tyres on that car.
Two rears.
Yeah, so that was a slower stop. Look at this. Alex Davison and Macaulay Jones. Nailed. We thought that the spice might come from the sky. It's turning out that looking after the tyres, having the right settings and coming up with the right pace is turning out to be the bigger part of the story for some.
It looks like it's playing LeBrock in, isn't it? Because Van Gisbergen's having to pull it up, go a little bit slower, try to conserve the tyre, and LeBrock's hanging in. As you can see, that gap really, that's been the same for many laps now. Pye's coming in, so now the field will be settled.
So now it's under and over. Is he going to get down there? And you can see how much sliding that Van Gisbergen's having to deal with, and that only hurts the tyre even more, and it's bringing Fabian into the game as well.
He won't be able to mess around here with Van Gisbergen, and he does it. Nice move. Well-constructed pass. Van Gisbergen now tries to bat back on with it. He's on the wrong side of the road now, Jack. Can they come on there together? He's running wide. So Fabian's the real beneficiary here.
And check out the margins. McLaughlin is pulling a miracle together here, and down the inside, firing. Car 55 is LeBrock, and he's gone down the inside and bombed Coulthard.
Good move.
He's back in the game here and about to apply pressure to Van Gisbergen.
Right, now get on with it now, Jack, because you've got to make sure But if you get down the inside, you make this stick.
So McLaughlin might even get back to a podium if this unfolds his way. Look, dives down the inside. Does he get him? He's side by side. He's made contact with Lee Holdsworth. That could cost him a penalty if it wasn't clean. And hanging on by the barest of margins of the moment is Van Gisbergen. LeBrock's in the nowhere zone again. He drops it back into third spot.
Jack, up the inside, mate. Come on.
Look at this. Here we go. Now Coulthard's got a run on him. This might be it for Shane Van Gisbergen. He might need to surrender this time. So Fabian Coulthard, his 200th event this weekend, gets down the inside and potentially leads this race.
So Scotty McLaughlin might be in the same circumstance as Jamie Whincup. So this is going to have a big impact. He gets down the inside.
It's all unfolding here, and now Shane's really starting to battle. Those tyres have seen their best. Andre Heimgartner now starts to assault him down the inside and gets it done. Rick Kelly in here as well. And Cam Waters trying to make ground. Is Cam getting up the inside? Yes.
Well, he's lost 3 spots there. Those rear tyres on Van Gisbergen's car are going to be destroyed. It's been a valiant effort by Van Gisbergen. An incredible effort.
2/3 of a lap remaining. Fabian's still got control of this at the moment.
Control to all personnel. 15-second time penalty. Car 17 for a driving infringement.
Driving infringement, 15 seconds for McLaughlin, based on what happened with Holdsworth. Where's that going to put him, Mark?
That takes him down. It'll put him around Reynolds and Goddard in 15th or 16th, which is only 3 spots in front of Whincup.
What an afternoon. Last win for Fabian Coulthard, 2019, race 11, Western Australia. He's within spitting distance. 7th in the championship, up 2 spots after the last run at Townsville. He's never had a podium at Tailem Bend. He might just get one today. 200th event. Jack LeBrock's done a mighty job, though. He's only 0.6 of a second behind. He's just found himself in the wrong spot on a couple of occasions, and he's been given a bit of a lesson by the wiser heads. But this has been a beautiful drive this afternoon. Stunning performance and a checkered flag. Well done, 100 points. Fabian Coulthard. Great celebration for a perfect drive. Hard fought. And Jack LeBrock into position number 2. Bryce Fuller gets a podium as a rookie, and they are loving it at Walkinshaw Andretti United.
That's fantastic, isn't it? That is fantastic. 3 different teams on the podium.
Let's have a look at our results for race number 25. That one we'll mark down in our little exercise books as a beauty.
Good.
Nice work for Fabian Coulthard this afternoon. 200th event in supercar competition this weekend, and home by half a second over Jack LeBrock, who put in a mighty drive today. And hearty congratulations to Bryce Fullwood, everybody at Mobil 1 and Middies for that performance at Walkinshaw Andretti United. Big moment for him in his career. Andre Heimgartner in 4th position, followed by Cam Waters, Rick Kelly, Scott Pye, Anton De Pasquale. Shane Van Gisbergen did everything he could to extract the result, and James Courtney. Then that group of guys that you can see, Percat, Mostert, Holdsworth, Reynolds, McLaughlin down in 15th position. And then Goddard, Winterbottom, Davison, Whincup in 19th position.